What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. It's so great watching you watch me cook again. Oh, that's so exciting. Today is super easy, super simple. It's a weekday, which means it's chicken and rice. Everyone has to grow up on chicken and rice some part in your life, whether you're broke, you have a large family, or just a family in general. And chicken and rice is near and dear to my mushroom tip heart. So we're gonna kick back, relax, and you can watch how I prepare my chicken and rice. This is what we're going to be working with today. Bone-in chicken legs with the thighs attached. I picked these up from the local grocery store, so you can see they're a little bit dusty with the feathers back on. We're just going to cut around that. And we're going to use this to cook our chicken in. It's going to be delicious. I love this recipe. I've done this quite a few times now. And it just hits every single time. It just hits, I promise you. It just hits. I know there'll be some people watching, they'll be like, ooh, feathers, ooh, he's touching the feathers. Bro, those same type of people are the ones that be eating ass, telling everyone, and then they don't want to do any prep with their chicken. Like, bro, like, let's get real now, alright? I'm just going through, trimming off any excess fat, and that's skin included. And we're gonna render this down, but you can have a look. Clean, and if you got any feather business, you grab your knife and you just scrape it away. It's really that easy. Any fat on top of the thigh or the drum, we want to keep. Or I mean, if you're on a diet or anything like that, feel free to take it off. Rendering the chicken, I've got a small pot with about 2-3 tablespoons of water. Chuck all your excess chickens on, and then we're just letting this simmer, low heat, and that's it. It's going to draw out that fat, the water's going to evaporate, and we're going to be left with delicious chicken fat that we're going to cook everything in. Now what I'm doing is I'm drying the chicken off with a paper towel, and that's to ensure our skin gets like as crispy as it can. All you got to do is just wipe it. Just wipe it. We're not going crazy. We're not on a wiping competition. Now we're going in with salt and pepper. And we're seasoning both sides. Don't be afraid to touch your chicken, pack it in. Once it's all seasoned up, we're gonna chuck this in the fridge, totally uncovered. We're gonna let that skin tighten up, and it's gonna make it super crispy. Into the fridge for the skin to tighten up. Leave it for up to an hour, and the longer you leave it, the tastier it will be. Chicken and rice is one of those meals where it's like real humble, real simple beginnings. Always used to be cheap. I say used to be. Awesome source of protein. You know, you can feed your whole family off like not many dollars and not many chickens. My love for chicken runs deep, and this is what this recipe is all about. Onto the broccoli. I'll show you how to prep it so we're not gonna waste it. I just take off the bottom stalk because this is not that nice to eat. Segment the stalk and the head. Kind of same as the carrot, but a little bit different. Once I've halved it, I've got that long segment. I'm gonna half that again and then do the same thing. Half, half, half. And since we're going with the diagonal theme, tilt to 45. Cutting the stalks like this. You don't want the stalks to be super big because they have a lot of fiber in them. This is where a lot of the broccoli's nutrients are. And the stalk is completely edible, guys. It's actually real nice. It tastes more broccoli than the actual leaves of the broccoli. Breaking down the head, I really just like to pull them off. They make a really satisfying ASMR crunch sound. Listen. Like, who doesn't want to eat that? That sounds delicious. Once you have this top stem, you just twist it, and then you got another stem to work through. I love using the stems just in every cooking, but specifically when I'm making Asian stir fries. My favorite part of the stir fries is the broccoli. The texture for them and how crunchy they get and how they absorb the flavor is just unmatched. It's real delicious. So now that's all the stems work through. And guys, I say this in a lot of my videos, but literally the more you think about it, the worse it becomes. You just need to feel with your cooking. That's the veggie prep done. Broccoli and carrot. If you have anything else that you want to chuck in it, chuck it in. Like, and make sure it's washed, cut accordingly, and you're sweet. Now we got super crispy bits. We got chicken fat to cook all our food in. And if you want to go the extra mile, you can strain this through a cheesecloth to remove any excess, I don't know, little bits, but I don't really care about that. Remove the fat. We're left with all of this crispy on the bottom. I'll show you what we're gonna do with that right now. I've just got leftover little stock bits, onion, carrot, just that little grizzly bit off the broccoli stem. That goes in. Chuck them in, clean the bottom. And we're going in with some boiling water. I'll say just a cup of the veg, but we'll probably go double the amount of the veg. And that's just gonna roll until we need to use it. And guys, this is a little bootleg chicken stock. The bones and I say the bones, but these little crispy bits, they still have chicken essence in them. Especially there's some with bone in it as well. And we're gonna use this stock for sauce for dinner. How exciting is that? Now that's just gonna bring it up to a boil. Once it gets boiling, we're gonna turn it down on low. We're literally just gonna leave it on the stove until we need to use it. It could be hours, or it could be 30 minutes, and that's it. That's it, that's it, that's it. Washing rice is one of those things where, I mean, it's so boring to do, but everyone's got their own little ritual way. I'll say washing rice is quite therapeutic. Once it hits this line on my finger, then we're good. Yeah, perfect, ready to cook. That goes on, you need to plug you in. We're gonna flavor this. This is minced garlic in olive oil. Add a teaspoon in. And give it a mix around. Garlic and rice, I fucking love this, man. It makes it so delicious. I'm telling you, if you haven't tried garlic in your rice while it's cooking, oh please, please do it just for me. Do it for yourself. Here we go, lid on, let that cook. What's going on, I pulled out my chicken 20 minutes ago, so it's been sitting at 20 minutes room temp. And it's spent probably an hour in the fridge. So not too long, but that skin, it gives it enough time for that skin to tighten up. The pan's like semi preheated, nothing crazy. Okay, that's a lie. Why is it so hot? It ain't even that hot. Alright, don't even worry. What the hell? Okay, we're going skin side down. The pan was not even that preheated, guys, I promise, I promise. Once we have everything in the pan, just hold it down for 2 seconds. And that allows the skin to come in contact with the pan, so we get more crisp and caramelization for that skin. Same as the little drumettes too. I'm doing it on low, so it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be like, I'll say like 5 minutes. The chicken sounds delicious. That crackly sounds exactly what we want, because have a look at this. That's that good shit right there. So we're gonna flip them all over to their flesh side. Wow. That's golden. That's even better. Look at that. Directly in the preheated oven. I think that's 220 Celsius. Now we're gonna let that cook for, I'll say 15 minutes. Alright, my rice is done. Always gotta give it a fluff after it's cooked. And a little taste, make sure each of the grains are cooked nicely. Yeah, delicious. I'm telling you right now, that garlic, a little bit of olive oil, you're away, bro. You're having like OP rice and you're not even doing no work for it. We're gonna beef up the rice with some black beans. It's in spring water, but I don't really trust the spring water. I don't know. Canned water vibes is just not really it for me. What is that? Spring water syrup. Chuck all of this in there. Use your spoon and just give that a mix through. Or if I had coriander, I'll be chucking some coriander in too. Beans and rice is a real common food in land cultures for a good fucking reason, because there's heaps of protein in the beans, heaps of fiber too. It keeps you full for ages. 15 minutes in the oven, and then for the last minute, I chuck that on grill. So here's all our chicken. You can see all that rendered fat. We are in dreamland, guys. We're in absolute dreamland. Oh, super crispy. Wow. Listen, listen, listen. Yeah, boy. Can you see all of this fond on the bottom of the pan? That's all flavor. We don't want to get rid of that. We don't want to throw that away. We're nice and sizzly. We're going to go in with our onion. You can see it's starting to caramelize the bottom of the pan. New Zealand Marlborough white wine. Just a splash. And clean the pan. Clean the pan.
We need all that fondant in our sauce. That chicken stock we made. I'll say that's about half a cup. And again, we're just doing the motion, clean the pan, scrape the bottom. Clean the pan, scrape the bottom. I'm gonna give this a minute on medium heat. After a minute, go in with a tablespoon of butter. And we're gonna mix this in. That's gonna emulsify and everything's gonna become one. The amount of onions that I've added is gonna act as that thickener, as well as the butter emulsion, because I want this pan sauce to be quite runny. And you know, when it cools down just a tad, it will thicken up as well. So what we're doing is we're just dropping in the boiling water, we're softening it, and then chucking that in the pan. Got a little bit of chicken fat. This has been rolling for maybe like a minute. Give it a nice drain, otherwise we're gonna have a fire. We don't want no fire. And we're going straight into the pan. Give that a stir around. We're doing chicken fat glazed vegetables. And how fucking delicious does that sound? That sounds next level delicious. Give it a little season. Just light seasoning. Mix that in, kill the heat. Okay, here's my favorite part. I'm gonna dish me up a plate. Carrot and broccoli in abundance. We need a super crispy piece of chicken. Rice and beans. You know what they say about eating the rainbow? This is 100% eating the rainbow. Orange, green. More orange / yellow. Purple. They will cover all our blue hues, don't even worry about it. This is one of the many chicken and rice meals that have my heart. And you already know why. Super colorful, super delicious, texture. I eat with a spoon, how about you? Don't forget that sauce all over that chicken. And the rice will soak some of that up too. So we're gonna start with rice and beans. Yo, delicious, real good, real delicious. Okay. The chicken fat seasoned nicely, broccoli. Still has a real nice crunch to it. Not soggy. Main character time, main character time. Everyone watching the video, shout out to you. This bite is for all of you guys. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's so fucking good. No way. Salty, umami. Oh, zesty from the wine. We got everything. The sauce. That's why I like it thin, because it coats everything. Coats your entire mouth. Butter amplifies all the taste. Got a little bit of greasy lips. And when everything is like good and the chicken is like the best, it makes eating everything with each other real fun. Like dunk the broccoli in a little bit of that sauce. The rice and beans offer like earthy balance. Like everyone's got their character. Rice and beans is like this. Broccoli is like this, crunch. Carrot is like this, sweet. Chicken is the orchestrator of demons. It makes you do this, like, oh my god, is life even real? And if you like eating with your hands, this meal is for you. Eat with your hands. If you don't like eating with your hands, I don't know, use the utensil. And everything, kiss. Everything, kiss. That's the best part about it. And that's why you can chop and change rice and chicken, rice and broccoli, a little bit of that sauce with the carrot. All of it beautiful. And rendering that skin does make a massive difference. It's definitely worth it. I'm gonna leave you right there, guys. I'm gonna smash the rest of my chicken and rice and vegetables, beans, broccoli, carrot. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Tell all your friends about me. I'm just gonna be pumping out more videos. I'll see all of you guys on the next one.